Is Robin Hood merely a legendary thief, or could he have been a real historical figure? Centuries have passed since tales of Robin Hood first captured the imaginations of the people, filling their minds with stories of a noble outlaw, a man who robbed the rich to give to the poor. But where does the legend end and the truth begin? Let's venture back in time to medieval England, a land governed by feudal lords and strict laws, where the common people were often at the mercy of ruthless rulers. Imagine Sherwood Forest as a vast, sprawling woodland, and deep within, a band of rebels living outside the law. But did Robin Hood, this supposed folk hero, actually exist? Or was he simply a myth born from the desires of a society in need of hope and justice? The earliest accounts of Robin Hood can be traced back to 14th century ballads. These stories spoke of a Robin of the Wood, a skilled archer and swordsman who opposed the Sheriff of Nottingham, an infamous official who symbolized oppressive authority. According to these tales, Robin Hood wasn't alone. He was surrounded by his merry men, Little John, Friar Tuck and Maid Marian, each character as mysterious as Robin himself. But why did the legend of Robin Hood emerge? Some scholars believe he was a symbol, created as a voice for the common people against the excesses of the nobility. Medieval England was riddled with corruption, poverty and tyranny. This gave rise to stories of a hero who could stand up against injustice, who could do what others dared not. So, where do the facts align with the folklore? While there are records of various outlaws named Robin, Robert or Hobhod in medieval England, none of them seem to fully match the larger-than-life figure we know today. But perhaps Robin Hood wasn't just one man. Could Robin Hood have been an idea, a persona adopted by various outlaws over the years, inspiring new legends and stories that eventually merged into the single character we know? It's possible that many different men stood against authority, taking on the role of a Robin Hood to protect their communities from exploitation. Then there's the question of Sherwood Forest, the famed hiding place of Robin Hood. But did it serve as a real base for rebellion? Sherwood Forest was vast, covering thousands of acres in Nottinghamshire, and in its depths anyone could evade capture for days, even weeks. Was it truly a sanctuary for outlaws, or simply a convenient setting for storytellers to hide their hero? One aspect of the Robin Hood myth stands out: the theme of robbing the rich to give to the poor. While early versions of the tale don't emphasize this, it became central to his story as centuries passed. Why? It may be that the common people, suffering under oppressive taxes and burdens, needed a hero who represented their struggle for survival and justice. So, while we may never know if Robin Hood truly existed, what remains undeniable is the enduring power of his story. He represents the eternal struggle for justice against oppression, a symbol of hope in times of hardship. Robin Hood may be a legend, a man who walked the line between law and justice, but his story, real or not, serves as a reminder of what we all yearn for: a world where fairness triumphs over tyranny and where courage lives in the hearts of those who stand for what's right. And that is why Robin Hood continues to inspire us, not just as a story, but as a symbol of defiance and hope. So, what do you think? Was Robin Hood a real person, a symbol, or perhaps a little of both? Let us know in the comments.